Hey, it's the champ Antonio Tarver, and you're listening to Tarver's Take, the most informative take in boxing. Just remember where you heard it first. Guys, I want to jump right in to the big fight that we won't be having, man. It's the Jake Paul Javante Davis clash that was supposed to take place November 14th in Miami. Man, I was really looking forward to that one, bro. Two of the biggest names in the game right now. You know, both of these guys are doing numbers, man. Tank Davis, one of the guys that's really been carrying the culture for the game for a minute. And then we know the YouTube sensation, Jake Paul, man, his fan following is like a cult following almost. And this guy just keep packing them in. But, you know, when I look at the fight that now is being canceled officially, MVP and Netflix had a big fight card in store, man, and unfortunately, it's not to be. Everyone, the headlines are reading. His legal problems was the big thing behind that, man. But I just believe from the start, the movement from the Atlanta date, the Atlanta site, I think was it was started off real bad, bro. I think that was the beginning, for everything that took place. When you have a big fight like that, big pay-per-view fight, man, it's pretty much unheard of that you move it so close to the actual date. They really didn't really have enough time to, relocate. You know what I'm saying? So, that was, I think, was detrimental to the fight being held altogether, man, because you just don't really see that a lot in these big fights like this. They was talking about his legal problems. That was, I thought, was old news. And then when you really look at it, we've had guys before, man, have, pending cases and things like that. You know what I mean? Not to bring that up, but, we've had guys, fight and then go do their time. You know what I'm saying? Even you remember Floyd Mayweather, they allowed him to compete and he went and did his time. I think a couple more guys can't think off the bat. Even Javante Davis in the last few years, I think, had a situation like that. So it's not unheard of that they, go ahead and carry on with the event. You know what I mean? I feel bad for all the guys on the undercard, man. I was really looking forward to a lot of those fights, especially, the Elisa Baumgartner fight, man, to see if she could bounce back and have the type of performance that I know she really wanted. Gary Antoine Russell was in a hell of a fight, man, with that kid from Japan, 24-0, 19 knockouts, Andy Harioka, man. That would have been a heck of a fight. Man, unfortunately, they're not going to be able to do it now, but they are looking for a replacement, man. Everybody in the game has put their name in the hat. I really thought Edgar Berlanga made it the best shot at it, bro. He came out and called him out. That was hilarious. But yeah, so there's an opening there, and I think they're saying sometime by December, they really want to get in Jake Paul this year. So he's on a run, and why not, man? There's a lot of, personal insults thrown and hurled out there, man. And, I try to personally stay away from that. But hopefully, man, if there's any issues out there, Tank can clean that up, man, and get back to it. I mean, who knows, man? Sometimes things just happen. You know what I mean? Maybe this might put Tank back on that road, to capture something like an undisputed. I really want to get back in the game and show that, he's absolutely the best. So who knows, man? It could be a blessing in disguise. You know what I'm saying? So there you have it, man. That's my take on it. Jake Paul and Javante Davis, the cancellation, man. And yeah, I just feel bad for MVP and Netflix, man. They really, backed this fight. The promotion was first class. They put a lot behind it, man. And I was really looking forward to it because the style, the matchup. Jake Paul was coming in 12-1. We saw what he brought to the table against Chavez Jr., man. And, Javante Davis, coming off another, controversial fight in which it was a controversial draw, against my man Lamont Rose Jr. So size, man, would have been a big ticket in this fight. I think would have been an issue. If Jake Paul would have been able to control and use his size, and how well he did it and for how long, I think he, had a lot of advantage in this fight. Power, a big guy hitting a small guy flush would have been, bad news for Javante. And I also can see Javante boxing circles around the bigger, maybe slower guy. With him being so fast and so quick, I could have also seen him box circles around Jake Paul, make him look like a fish out of water. So, I was looking at it, from both sides. And what would have happened, we'll never know, man. Both guys hopefully going to move on. Like I said, Berlanga out there. I even heard him talk about Ryan Garcia. So a lot of big names are being thrown around, man. So there you have it, man. You've been listening to Tarver's Take. And at the end of the day, man, I hope to see Javante Davis back in action, fighting world-class fighters, bro. His weight and his size. So that's what we really want to see from Javante Davis. Really, stretch his greatness out, bro. Really test himself. You feel me? And Jake Paul, we look for him to keep climbing that ladder, man, and continue to prove, that he also belongs. So, like I said, there you have it. You've been listening to Tarver's Take. Until the next time, stay tapped in. I'll talk to you then.